Wakey, wakey. Good morning, darling. Now, no need to be nervous. You are perfectly safe. For now, at least. Oh, you can't talk right now. Give me one moment. Let me remove that for you. There we go. Now, you can talk. Very ladylike of you to spit at me. Now, I'm going to let that one go. Spur of the moment and everything. But just to let you know, you are kidnapped and I am not against hurting you. I don't have to if I don't need to. But if you give me a reason, I will break something. Understand? And I will send the pieces to your daddy. Now, are you going to behave? At least for the time being. Good. Now, welcome. You're probably wondering why you're here. Well, of course you are. So, you have been kidnapped. Congratulations. By me. Yes, me and my gang are going to use you as a hostage. Yes, doesn't that sound so fun? So, you are going to be used to get money from your father. Well, your father happens to be the largest ranch owner in the territory. That kind of insinuates a little bit of wealth. Now, when we kidnapped you, we left a note, and I gave him a rather extravagant number. Whether he'll be able to pay for it or not, regardless. He will have to probably sell quite a few things, but he is given such a small time frame that he'll have to sell everything very quickly. Probably leading to the bankruptcy of your ranch. I know, but I never said anything about being a good person. I am a very bad person. I have murdered people. I have killed lawmen. I have killed men, women, and children. I have robbed banks. I have blown up trains. I have done everything under the sun that would land me in the land below. So, I am not opposed to doing things to you that would make the devil look at me wrong. Do we understand each other? Good. Now, I have a couple questions for you, and I would like for you to answer. And if you don't, I will break something. Good. I'm glad we understand each other. So, how long has Tall and Green been at your ranch? You know exactly who I mean. Your new boyfriend. Did you really think you could hide from me? He's over 6 foot tall and 300 pounds, and bright green. He's not exactly easy to hide. Okay? Just as you were avoiding me, I saw his oversized ass run off. I'm guessing you all saw me from the side and hid, not wanting to be seen. Which is fine, considering his past with me. Yes, actually. He was part of my gang. In fact, he was quite a notorious member. Would you like to hear stories? Would you love to hear all the things he's done and why he used to be my right-hand man? And the significance of that axe he always carries. How much do you want to know? Are you willing to hear all the stories and see if you're attitude towards him changes. Are you prepared for that? Because I will tell you. I will leave out no details. You probably recognize some of his nicknames. The simplest one that everyone always knows is the Green Monster. And no, I'm not talking about jealousy or envy or whatever it was supposed to represent. I'm talking the real monster. A monster with that axe of his. He was never very good with a gun, but with that axe, he could tear through anything. He killed so many people with that. He also gained a few other nicknames, Blood Axe being one of them. He was quite the... how should I put this? Energetic henchman, I guess, would be one word to put it. It's so hard for orcs to hide their nature. Even half-orcs, like him. Oh, you didn't know that about him? Yes, he's a half-orc. He's not even full orc. From his father's side. His father was pure. His mother, as far as I knew, was human. Oh, he didn't tell you any of this. How much do you know about him, even? Do you even know what happened to his family? What happened to his mother? His father? And why he was always on the move? And why he joined me? Well, I guess I could tell you everything. We have plenty of time. Your father has, 3 days? And if he was to get the law involved, he would get you in parts. That widened your eyes a little bit, didn't it? Yes. If he was to involve the law, I would send your parts to him. Starting with fingers, and then hand, and then feet, and so on and so forth, until he can put you back together. But we don't need to talk about that gruesome detail. So, his story. What's that noise? Gunshots. It seems we have company. Well, my men can deal with any would-be lawmen. It must have been your father. I'm sorry to say, but I'm gonna have to keep my word. But don't worry, I will make it as painless as possible. I promise you that. Well, at least as best as I can. I'll even let you pick the hand. Left or right. But we can do that later. You see, his mother was a human, and his father was an orc. Now, I don't know the circumstances of how they met, but what I do know is they had a child, a little half-orc. Now, you can imagine the problems between both of them. Orcs are very prideful, so a half-orc wasn't quite accepted as easily. Humans don't even get me started. They would never accept a half-breed like him. They'd rather shoot him and leave him to the wilderness than have them in their homes. His mother, though, call it maternal instincts, loved him so much that she decided to stay with him. Isn't that crazy? I don't even think they were properly married. But for some reason, they stayed together. His father was actually a professional raider. Can you believe that? I guess you can't change what you are on the inside. Especially an orc. But, regardless, his father was quite the raider. And that axe that our good friend carries belonged to him. He was known as the Butcher, or the Green Butcher, or whatever variation people talked about. Regardless, he had quite the reputation, and because of this, he was hunted down and killed. His mother... Now, our friend's mother tried her best to raise him on her own, but it wasn't so easy. She would find work, but as soon as anyone caught wind of what she gave birth to, they would be run out of town. Now, this happened for quite a while, and by the time he was old enough to be on his own, he left. Well, I say that, but orcs in general can actually grow much faster. They have a bit of a shorter lifespan, so it's just something to keep note of. Yes, it's been quite rough for him, but eventually, he met me. And with my guidance, he became one of the most notorious gang members in the territory. Ever heard of the Green Tide or the Blood Axe? That's him. He took quite the part of his father from the genetic pool, I guess. But for some reason, he wanted to leave, and I couldn't let that happen. Now, we had a bit of an argument. He killed a few of my men. I was upset, but I can't let bygones be bygones. I have a reputation to uphold in the underworld community, if you get my meaning. So, I'm so happy that I found him. So you're going to be doing more than just being a hostage for me. You're going to be bait. And as soon as I am ready, I'm going to get him where I want him, and I'm going to gun him down. I'm going to make it hurt. Okay? I will make it hurt for him, so he will remember it when he finally goes. And the last thing he's going to see is your crying face and a bullet in his head. Oh, really? As if he's going to be able to do anything. He probably doesn't even know you're here. Well, speak of the devil.
Hello there, friend. I'm not interrupting something, am I?
Hello, Greenie. It's been a while.
Yes, it's good to see you too. Now, let her go.
Interesting. You got a pet. And one just as savage as you. I see you still have that axe.
I don't have time for games. Let her go before I put this axe in you.
Well then, let's have a little game then. One of my favorites. On the count of 3. Is your axe faster than my quick draw?
Fine. I'll play your game.
On 3.
Count of 3 it is.
1, 2,
3. You made a mistake. You took something that was mine.
You son of a...
And you know I don't forgive. Darling, I don't want you to see me like this. Yeah, let me untie you. I'm so sorry. This is my fault. You're in danger because... What? Oh, you guys, so it wasn't because of me? Oh, this whole time I thought you were in danger because of me. I mean, is that something to be relieved about? I guess. He didn't do anything to you. He didn't touch you. Did he hurt you? No. Did he say something? Oh. He always did have a big mouth. I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry. I think it's best if I leave. Everyone's been dealt with. Your father should be here soon. And I should leave. What do you mean, why? Why? You just... You know the type of people I was with. Look at this. This piece of... This is the type of past I was worried you would get involved in and know about. I'm a monster. Yes, I am. I'm sure he told you about my old nicknames. And my parents, of course. You know, he's like the only person I really talk to about. Apparently he likes to blabber. Gods. Yes, my father was a raider, and my mother was human. I left when I was old enough because she was having so much trouble just trying to raise me. I loved her with everything I had, but it was... I was a burden on everyone, and I couldn't take it anymore. That's kind of you. But I can't change what I am. I am an orc. It doesn't matter if I'm a half-orc, I am still an orc on the inside. My father was a monster. For some reason, my mother stuck with him, and I never knew why. She would never talk about him. I have one picture, just one, of my father. It's a picture of him, my mother, and me as a baby. No, I'm not going to show you. I don't care if you think I was a cute baby. That's not the point of this. I am leaving. I can't stay here. I know it wasn't my fault you were kidnapped, but I am a monster and I can't change. Okay. We can talk about this later. I'm just so happy you're okay. I don't know, I was panicking so much that you were taken. I just went into a rage. I rode here on the horse after your father told me. I know how they think. I was able to find you fairly easily. I came here and Buster followed. He's too loyal to not come with me. Together we were able to deal with the rest of the gang. Seems he's gotten a bigger gang than last time I was with him. About 20 or so, I don't know. Yeah, it's just 20 men, it's not that big a deal. Have you seen me? I'm not exactly a pushover. Just because I'm bad with a gun doesn't... Okay. We'll talk about this later. 1-to-1, no more secrets. But just let me hold you for a while longer. I'm just so happy you're okay. I was so scared. I love you. Okay. Let's go home. Come on, Buster. Let's get going.